Hey guys, it's Summing Rush. I just bought the WZ-131. This is my favorite Tier 7 light tank in the game, and today I'm going to be showing you why. Alright, now the WZ-131 is one of those vehicles that it's really the jack of all trades of the Tier 7 light tanks. Now this vehicle has a really punchy gun. You get 200 alpha with 159 pen with your AP shells, and then you get 230 pen with 200 alpha with your heat shells. So the gun is really punchy, and it's really good at fighting vehicles that are higher tier than it. And then you also find that with the WZ-131, you have really strong mobility, really good camo, and a solid view range. So what you're able to do is you're able to rush into a position, not as fast as some other light tanks, but you're able to shoot people when you get into that position. And basically this is, like I said, it's the ideal jack of all trades light tank. So we're an Overlord for this game. This is the Southern Spawn. The enemy has got 2 arties. They've got 3 tier 8s. I don't really need high pen to fight any of the enemy team. What I am going to want to do is I am going to want to play alpha games with the enemy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot them when they're looking away, do 200 damage to them, which is a ton for tier 7 light, and then we'll just sort of look away once that's completed. Now this guy's driving into the open, so of course I'm going to shoot at him. I'm going to reload in 3 seconds, and we're going to pop up right here to see who we can shoot at, and that's a T-71 who's not paying attention. So put a shot into the T-71. The problem is right now we got spotted so early. We were probably one of the first people to be lit in this game. It's very likely that both the artillery are aiming in this area. Obviously both already just shot, but getting out of there with the information that I had when I had it was the right play. I just didn't want to lose HP to the arty. So next thing I notice is that these guys are pushing up. That's generally a really strong opportunity to do damage. The problem is they've got so many people on this ridge that I can't really expect to poke on. Maybe I can. We'll try this. I'm going to auto-aim this guy. We're not going to auto-aim him. We're going to put a shot into him, fall back. We did... It seemed like we tracked him. He might have repaired it really quickly there. But anyways, we did get the shot into him. That's 394 damage, and we haven't lost any HP just yet, which is pretty much exactly what you're supposed to do in your lights. So right here, the scores are a tie. They've got a lot of low HP. The majority of our team is focused in the 0 line. As a light tank driver, you would think that there might be an opportunity to push up in the 4-5 line. The problem is they do have a UDES, and we do know that UDES drivers like to sit in A4. So, you know, to push down the mid would be basically driving straight into the UDES. That would be a bad play. Now, this Predator's driving across the open. He's not even paying attention. We can put a shot into his side. That brings us up to 600 damage, and right here, if this Scorpion crosses over, and this 5100 does, we can just join them. The Scorpion obviously is going to die. We're going to focus down the Progetto in this instance. I'm going to fall back. I just don't really want to lose HP, but as this 5100 drives forwards, let's see, who's he going to go for? Does he get the Progetto? We'll get the Progetto. Perfect. And now, the score is tied, but we've got some really good positioning right here. So what we've done is we've managed to clear out the 0 line. That gives us the opportunity to push forwards and maybe go hunting for arty, because I really don't expect that there's going to be many people over here. So I'm totally comfortable driving forwards. I've got these ridges to protect myself. Obviously, arty's going to start focusing me down at this point in time. There we go. There's an M44. So I'm going to auto-aim the M44. We're going to drive forward so the A43 doesn't have shots on us. And basically, I just want... Oh, are you kidding? The UDES is here? Okay, anyways, we get the shot into the arty, we get the kill. The ally T-52 just crashed. That's pretty impressive. Now we're going to drive forwards, and we're going to start pestering this UDES right here, because obviously he can just drive into us right now, and that would get us killed. So we need to try to diminish his HP as much as possible so that we can actually deal with this guy. Now the Hummel just took a shot at us. That's fine. We're going to put a shot on him. We know he's reloading right now, so the UDES really should be the focus. I'm going to focus on the arty anyways, though. Because I'm a good person. We get the kill on the arty, and now we're just going to sort of drive into this UDES, who doesn't seem to be... Well, obviously he's not able to return fire. And then the next step is going to be to start driving forwards, because the majority of the enemy team's HP is actually on the other side of the map. So we get the kill on the UDES. We're going to drive forwards right now. Going to flank the IS and the 53 TP. We don't manage to get the kill on that guy. And then that should allow us to get maybe another 500 damage. We'll see, though. Okay, so as I push into these guys, I can pretty much assume that the IS and the 53 TP have come back to base. That's because the T-43 hasn't spotted them. Now, I could be totally wrong and out to lunch, but, you know, the T-43 probably would have spotted them if they were driving up this ramp, so it's reasonable to predict that they're probably in the E2 area, or where I am right now is kind of where I thought they'd be. So we get the flank on this guy. Obviously, the IS has got his engine towards me, so I'm going to put a shot into his engine. This guy's stunned, and so he's going to... I should beat his reload, which is perfect. We're just going to... This one won't pen, actually. That's frustrating. Okay, well, the IS doesn't look to be looking at me, so we're going to put a shot into him. He actually just fired 2, which is great, so put a shot into the IS. We have got 15 seconds left in this game, so if I can kill the IS and then put a shot to 53 TP, I will do that, kill the IS, and I've obviously got heat loaded to kill this 53 TP. The Progetto That was pretty damn close, man. If he had landed on the 53 TP, that would have been great. Anyways, might be able to get one more shot off. We'll see. I'm letting this guy shoot me because I do want to get the shot off and make sure that one goes in. There you go. 2,800 damage, 5 kills. That's the game. Alright, so that was a Master Badge First Class, High Caliber, Orlux Medal, Pascucci's Medal, and so on. 2,800 damage, 5 kills, 1,250 base XP, so pretty solid. We ended up making 27k credits, and because that one was so quick, I think we should go play another. This is one of those game modes that I have not played in a very long time. This is Redshire Encounter, and in the WZ131, there is going to be a lot that we can do on this map. So, how do we start off? I would think we can start off by spotting people who are going to go to the cap circle, because obviously that's really strong on this map. You need to figure out who's going to the cap circle, because then you can deduce who's going to the zero line, and maybe you can push through the zero line with that information, or maybe you can push through the western side of the map once you figure out who's on the cap circle. So we're going to start off, we're going to sort of surf the ridge. The thing is, we are also going to want to use the 200 alpha to our advantage. If we can pop a light tank or something for 200, that'll be great, because, you know, that's basically what this tank is designed to do. So we're going to start off, we're going to go to E3 like we would in a team deathmatch game, but I think there's a very high probability that we're not going to be able to stay there, especially with the amount of light tanks they have. The 1357, the project, like, you know, the vehicles who are likely to be playing the E3 Ridge, it's very likely that they're going to send a lot of people there, and I don't know if I'll have immediate support. So we're going to see how it goes. We might have to run away right off the bat, but by the looks of it, maybe not. We do have some teammates with us. We just have to make sure they don't sit on this ridge and leave us out to dry, because that happens all the time. So 1357's lit. Our T50-2 counter-scouted that, which is perfect. I'm going to check this crossing. There you go. There's a Progetto. I saw a tree fall out of the corner of my eye, so we can assume there's someone over there. There we go. IS is spotted. Put a shot onto him. Put a shot onto his engine, actually, which is solid. He might have lost fuel tanks on that. And because I'm not lit, I'm going to stick around for one more shot. Now this guy, that shot obviously very low chance of going in. I'd rather take it than not. And this is where we can actually start to sit on the cap and put shots into these guys. Now this T50-2 scouting is why these guys are out of position. You know, they were all distracted by the light tank. Now they're going to be out of position, and that should allow me to put side shots into them. At least I hope. If they drive up, I will. Especially as they go to over here, I'll have shots. But not right now, I guess. They're that passive. Okay. So with the enemy where they are, it is tempting to drive up to this position right here. I think that's really stupid of me. Like, for me to do that would be suicidal. It's very likely that the SU-101 just sort of drives into me and tries to rush me, so I'm not going to take that risk. I'm going to stick around in the mid, and hopefully these enemy heavies will start to drive up, and that will actually tend to give me shots on the enemy. So this Oni, you can see right there. Maybe this one will go in. It's the side of an Oni. If I didn't hit that shot, I'd be impressed. That'd be really unlucky. You can see this 50-2 is scouting. He spots me at the very least. Unfortunately, he does get me lit, which means the Oni can return fire. And any TDs who are sitting in this area and any TDs who are here are a threat to me when I'm lit where I was. So I'm going to fall back. We're going to look for side shots on this VK, and this is exactly what this tank is supposed to do. It's like if people aren't paying attention, you can pop them in the side for 200 damage. Now this 50-2 is not really paying attention. If I can kill the 50-2, it's worth taking a hit from that VK, but it doesn't look like I'm going to get that opportunity, because obviously the 50-2 knows I'm here and this VK is held down. So I'm going to fall back, going to make sure I don't get lit or clicked by Artie, and maybe, what if we just dumped onto that 50-2? It's a possibility, right? Like, I could just drive into that guy and then run away. I think that might be a really strong... Okay, he's falling back. Okay, so driving forwards to this... Oh, let's see. Good, we get the kill. That's exactly what I wanted. Now I'm going to fall back because the SU-101's probably shooting at these guys, but now that I'm lit, you know, he's going to start looking at me. And actually, now that all the enemy team is dying, I'm going to start pushing up, and we can go spot the SU-101, who probably is distracted. Not distracted, but he's probably busy shooting at my teammates right now. So we're going to spot the guy who's probably farming our teammates, and I would expect to actually be able to get a free shot into him if he's not paying attention. I expect him to be in this area, you know, so we can put a shot into this guy. I actually kind of want to get the ram kill on him. Oh shit, that's a Progetto. Okay, this guy hasn't noticed me, so I'm gonna put a shot into him anyways and risk that he notices me. He fires, falls back. We're up to 1,000 damage now. This VK is chasing me down. We're down to 478 HP, which is actually just fine. And I would start looking for shots, maybe on this Progetto actually, because these guys aren't going to be able to fight me with the way the gun depression works if I'm on top of the ridge. So this guy's here, we're just going to aim this shot. I kind of doubt he's going to move. That one goes in. Oh, there we go. Now we can start looking for eyes on... Well, if this guy shoots, we'll spot him. So I'm going to wait for the SU-100 to hopefully shoot at me. There's the Progetto, of course. He's playing it intelligently, which sucks. This guy fires. Now we can shoot at him because he did get spotted, and hopefully that one goes in. Good enough. He is a 2-shot. There's a minute left on this game until we cap out. Put one more shot into that guy. It bounces, actually. That sucks. See if he shoots again. He does, and that's going to allow us to hopefully pick up the kill right there. Someone else picks up the kill, which is infuriating. And we're going to, but at least we do control this ridge right now to put shots into this VK. He's not really paying attention, and really, he's pretty busy right now. So this guy's not looking. I'm going to repair that, of course. And maybe we can get the gun depression to shoot at this SU by using this rock to tilt our tank. Okay, this guy's not looking. We do have the gun depression to hit him, which is perfect. We're up to 1600 damage. These guys do have shots at me, actually. So I'm going to fall back. I don't really want to die to an Object 252, of course. So because he's fallen back, we are going to be able to push up. We're going to kill the VK. Now we're behind the SU-101, who doesn't look like he's going to turn. I'm worried about that Progetto coming to shoot at me because I'm a one-shot for him. Good, that guy's dead. And now we can go fight the 252, actually. That's probably the best play right here. So the question here is, which direction is the 252 looking? I'm actually not going to engage him because there's this Progetto who's pretty much distracted right now. So we're going to drive into Progetto. I kind of assume that the 252 is not really going to poke on anyone because of its HP. This guy is best to focus me down, which sucks. Put one more shot into him. He's down a turret, which is really lucky for me. He missed that one. Okay, the 252 still unspotted. He's probably going to poke at E1. There we go. And I can kind of tell that because he wasn't spotted. He wasn't really shooting at anyone. Because he's not looking at me, I can fully aim that shot, get the last one into him, and that's the game. So, you know, you can see the decision to push up to D4 is actually what ended up getting me a lot of damage in this one. That was 2500, and you have to be really careful because in short-paced games like this, and really all of my games today have been short-paced, so I apologize about that, but in games that end in 4 minutes, the damage you get is kind of decided in split-second decisions. So you have to take in a lot of information and process it really quickly. And it's just like, you'll get a feel for that because most people, like, I can't even think that quickly. This has just come through a lot of practice. So, you know, in the end, we got 2,700 damage, 9k credits, and so on and so forth. The damage, like I said, it was a result of pushing in, spotting the SU-101, killing people, and just sort of making smart micro plays. And that, you know, that'll add up with time. So, yeah. If you want to see more of my videos, be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button. I hope you enjoyed this one. Like I said, it's live gameplay, so there wasn't any 15-minute carry games, but this is really what you can actually expect when you play this game. It's very common to get 5-minute raffle stomps, so hopefully this is actually useful to those of you who watch to the end, and yeah, bye for now. Thanks for watching.